they know he hit me and his temper, then he could have hit Fred.
You'll find temper tantrums won't help you at Aurora House.
I know it's hard to see past his short temper and proclamations of revenge, but...
Welcome to Talkword, where we explore the meaning, origin, and real-world usage of English words. All right, let's jump right into this one. Picture this. Your friend just came back from a first date. And not just any first date, a really, really promising one, and they are completely over the moon.
They're talking as if a perfect relationship is already totally guaranteed, right? They're excitedly saying things like, "We are basically meant to be. We're literally already planning our summer vacation." You know, they're just going all in. So you, being a really good friend, gently step in and advise them to maybe just slow down a little bit. You know, make their expectations just a tad more realistic.
But suddenly, they look at you, totally confused, and go, "Wait, why are you telling me to calm down? I'm not mad." And here is the fun little misunderstanding. Your friend thinks you're telling them to control their anger, even though absolutely nobody in this situation is actually angry. And you know what? That lighthearted, everyday confusion right there, that is exactly why today's word is temper.
Now, let's make a really crucial distinction here. Most English learners already know the word temper as a noun that's connected with anger, like when someone might lose their temper. But today, our main focus is on this highly useful verb form, which is all about moderating things or finding a healthy sense of balance.
So here is the absolute core of it. As a verb, to temper means to moderate, soften, or reduce the intensity of something. It usually means taking a really strong feeling, a huge claim, a reaction, or an expectation, and just bringing it down to a more balanced, reasonable level. You're definitely not removing the feeling completely, you are just softening it.
If we connect this back to our dating story, you didn't want to manage your friend's anger at all, right? You wanted them to temper their unrealistic dating expectations. That excitement? It can absolutely remain. It just needs to be turned down a bit. Kind of like taking a volume dial and turning it down from an exaggerated 10 to a nice, calm, optimistic 6.
And this actually brilliantly illustrates how native speakers build sentences in the real world. You are going to frequently hear these natural pairings in everyday conversation. You can temper expectations, you can temper enthusiasm, or you can even temper criticism. Let's look at exactly how you might use these in daily life.
Here's a fantastic example for a workplace or maybe a school setting. You might say, "The team's enthusiasm for the new project was tempered by caution over the strict budget." See how that works? The excitement is totally still there, but it's balanced out by practical reality. We can also see how this applies to our everyday plans or relationships. You could say something like, "I have to temper my expectations for the beach trip this weekend because it might rain." Once again, you aren't canceling the fun entirely. You're just adjusting that intensity so you can stay a bit more realistic.
So, here is your quick recap to lock this into your memory. If you think about a blacksmith working at an anvil, to temper steel is to heat and cool it so it becomes flexible instead of brittle. In that exact same way, to temper something is to soften or moderate its intensity so it becomes more balanced.
So what fascinating word will you choose to explore next? If you want to explore more English words like this, check out the companion app Talkword, where you can listen to podcast-style explanations of any English word. Thanks for learning with me today.